Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Menken back here with Splash Sports. Today is August 25th, 2024. Little recap on yesterday's performance. We ended the day going 1-2 again. Don't know what I got to do to have a winning day this week, but man, has it been a little rough patch here. Then to salvage the weekend, looking at Sunday's games, and that's all we could do. Keep going, keep pushing through here. We will get our winning days, don't worry. Remember, on this show, all we care about is the first 6 outs of the ball game, plain and simple. NRFI means no runs first inning, while YRFI means yes runs first inning. But before I get into those free plays, you know what to do. Smash that like button for me and subscribe to my YouTube channel and toggle on that notification button. That way, every time I drop another video, you guys will be notified right away. All right, let's salvage this weekend and let's leave this weekend on a winning note. Looking at game number 1, we got the Washington Nationals taking on the Atlanta Braves here for the Washington Nationals. They have DJ Hertz on the mound. He's 2-6 on the season, 60 innings of work. Does have an ERA over 4, sitting at a 4.15 here, 75 strikeouts, as he is averaging a strikeout here per inning and 28 earned runs on the season for Hertz. He'll be matched up here in Atlanta versus Ronaldo Lopez, 7-4 on the season, 109 innings of work. Does have a lower end of an ERA, sitting at a 2.05 here, 112 strikeouts. He too is averaging a strikeout here per inning and 25 earned runs for Lopez. Lopez has not picked up a win or a loss in his last 3 starts, the last start being against the Philadelphia Phillies, where he went 5 innings of work, 5 hits, and 1 earned run for DJ Hertz. He picked up a loss in his last performance against the Colorado Rockies, where he went 5.2 innings of work, 6 hits, and 2 earned runs there. The Braves won the first 2 games of this series. The Nationals look to salvage this series here today. Not a ton of runs have been scored the last two games for both teams. A combined total of 11 runs in this series. I don't think the bats are hot whatsoever between each team. They've been struggling offensively, especially for this Atlanta Braves team. Even though they have found ways to win ball games, I just think their run production has been lacking over the course of the past month here. And same, I like Ronaldo Lopez in this spot, taking care of business here at home against the Washington Nationals team, who's just inconsistent offensively. That's why in game number 1 between the Washington Nationals and the Atlanta Braves, we're smacking the NRFI. No runs first inning. That is an early ball game too as well. I believe it starts 12 or noon East Coast time. It starts 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So definitely an early one for these two. So that's why we're smacking that NRFI. Let's roll into game number 2 between the Houston Astros and the Baltimore Orioles Sunday Night Baseball here. We got the Houston Astros throwing out Kikuchi, 6-9 on the season, 138 innings of work. Does have an ERA sitting at a 4.37 here, 161 strikeouts. He's averaging a strikeout here per inning. It's 67 earned runs for Kikuchi on the season. He'll be matched up here in Baltimore versus Dean Kramer, 6-9 on the season as well, 96 innings of work. Does have an ERA sitting at a 4.3 here, 91 strikeouts, just under a strikeout here per inning, and 46 earned runs for Kramer. Kramer picked up his 6th win of the season against the Mets in his last performance, going 6 innings of work, 2 hits, and 1 earned run. Kikuchi, on the other hand, has not picked up a win or a loss in his last 2 starts, the last start being against the Boston Red Sox, where he went 5.2 innings of work, 6 hits, and 1 earned run. This series is currently 2-1 right now, thanks to Jackson Holliday in yesterday's ball game. Had the bases loaded, cleared the bases on a double, and got the win 3-2 off of his double there. Clutch, got ice in his veins for Jackson Holliday. This Houston Astros team looks to salvage this series, tie it up 2-2. It's Sunday Night Baseball. I'm expecting a rubber match between these two, and I think both Kikuchi and Kramer are going to come out and compete and not give up a run in the first, especially on Sunday Night Baseball. That is why in game number 2 between the Houston Astros and the Baltimore Orioles, we are smacking the NRFI. No runs first inning. Throwing to our third and final game between the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Boston Red Sox here for the Arizona Diamondbacks. They got Miro Kelly, 3-0 on the season, 34 innings of work. Does have an ERA under 4, sitting at a 3.64. 27 strikeouts and 14 earned runs on the season for Kelly. He'll be matched up here in Boston versus Tanner Houck. He's 8-8 on the season, 152 innings of work, does have an ERA just over 3, sitting at a 3.01, 135 strikeouts in 51 earned runs. Houck has not picked up a win or a loss in his last 4 starts, last start being against the Houston Astros, where he went 6 innings of work, 8 hits, and 2 earned runs. Merrill Kelly, on the other hand, hasn't picked up a win or a loss in his last 2 starts as well, the last being against the Tampa Bay Rays, where he went 5 innings of work, 8 hits, and 6 earned runs. Friday was a high-scoring game as the Arizona Diamondbacks put up 12 runs, and then yesterday a total of just 5 runs coming across here. I think both offenses can explode and will erupt, especially a day game here in Fenway, especially leaning more towards this Boston Red Sox team exploding in the bottom of the first inning. That is why in game number 3 between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Boston Red Sox, we are smacking the YRFI, yes, runs first inning. Let's take a recap of the games I've selected for you today. Game number 1 between the Washington Nationals and the Atlanta Braves. We are smacking the NRFI. Game number 2 between the Houston Astros and the Baltimore Orioles. We are also smacking the NRFI. No runs first inning. In our third and final game between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Boston Red Sox, we are smacking the YRFI. Yes, runs first inning. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Nick Menken with Splash Sports. If you have not done so, smack that like button for me. It helps me out a ton, and it costs you guys none. And make sure to go follow me over on X at Nick Menken. Best of luck and best bets.